COVID-19 Impact on Radiology Students' Distance Learning by Mary Lee, Jason Chan, Sherilyn Jackson-Holmes, Linda Marmolejo, and our mentor, Professor Zoya Vinacour. We are representing New York City College of Technology and the Department of Radiologic Technology and Imaging Sciences. This is our poster. It represents the cumulative student data that was collected over the course of the 2020 to 2021 academic year. It will be available on Academic Works. In this presentation, we will go over data collection and highlight specific data points.
We evaluated the RadTech classes of 2021 and 2022 to see how they adjusted to distance learning. We surveyed how different factors, such as motivation, work, and parenting affected both classes. Surveys were distributed over the course of the academic year to track changing responses to the pandemic's impact on the RadTech students' education, mental health, and social well-being. Tracking their responses also allowed us to see differences between the two classes. A full year of didactic learning has shown some changes in the way RadTech students were taught and how laboratory classes were handled. Being able to balance work, life, and school plays a critical role in how well students perform academically and personally. Having access to resources such as mental health support and financial assistance can ease students' stress and increase motivation. Student study habits and finding a quiet place to study, as well as having sufficient resources to access distance learning, are critical to student success. With the distribution of online surveys, we hope to analyze how radiology students coped with distance learning. The survey measures factors such as being a caregiver, working status, and having sufficient access to technology to gauge distance learning impact. Students were asked about their satisfaction in the way classes were taught and the didactic workload.
Google Forms surveys with the Likert type scale were distributed by email, through Blackboard by professors, through class and clinical group chats, or during Zoom classes to radiology students. The survey responses are anonymous and the data is then exported to Microsoft Excel for basic data analysis and chart formation, while pie charts were generated from Google Forms. The results showed that a higher percentage of both juniors and seniors experienced a slight to moderate difficulty staying focused and motivated with distance learning over the course of the school year. The junior students who were working experienced more of an impact than the seniors under distance learning over the course of the school year.
The majority of students would take the COVID-19 vaccine or already took the vaccine, but more juniors are against the mandated vaccine for in-person learning in the final spring survey. The majority of the class of 2021 felt less engaged in online learning in comparison to the class of 2022 in the final spring survey. Although both cohorts had varying opinions on the didactic workload, the majority were moderately satisfied with didactic distance learning.
Conclusion. The class of 2021 are wrapping up their summer rotations and preparing for the licensing exams. The class of 2022 are currently on track to finish their program on time. It is hard to gauge what the continued impact of the pandemic will be in the upcoming school year. This research will continue to follow the class of 2022 as well as the incoming class of 2023. If there are any questions, we are more than happy to answer them. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Have a great day. Thank you.